And he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand, or in their foreheads, and that no man might buy or sell, save he that had the mark, or the name of the beast, or the number of his name. Here is wisdom. Let him that hath understanding count the number of the beast, for it is the number of a man, and his number is 666.
Alright, shalom. This is Chnaksa'an Banya Sha'ala from the GMS Lions Den Camp, coming with a brief, short lesson on the Rfid chip, which is the mark of the beast in the Bible. Alright? You got all these other camps saying it's an embargo. I don't even know what that is. Saying that it's Christianity, the philosophy of Christianity. When you still calling on the name Christ, that's an oxymoron. So how can that be so? And you cannot use Christianity to buy or sell. Right? So, with that being said, right, I'm going to go into this I got a couple articles in Revelations 13 and 16 that I'm going to read and just break it down from there. Alright? So, first and foremost, I want to give all glory and praise to Yahweh, Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai, double honors to the apostles of GMS who rule well, and salutations to the Akim that are spread on the four corners of the earth, prophesying this truth and sincerity and truth, and shalom to you, sincere Akwa. Alright? Let's get it. This is Revelations 13 and 16. And he causeth, which is the beast is the he, and he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads, and that no man may buy or sell save he that have the mark, or the name of the beast, or the number of his name. Alright? Here is wisdom. Let him that have understanding count the number of the beast, for it is the number of a man, and his number is 666. Alright? So let's get into it. Alright? So it says he causes 17, and that no man might buy or sell save he had the mark. Alright, buy or sell. So it has to be some type of substance or some type of thing, or mark, some type of, device or something. It can't just be an embargo, and it can't be this philosophy of Christianity. Alright? So, with that being said, what possibly could it be? So I just went ahead and got a couple articles talking about, the whole RFID chip thing. Alright? So this is an article on Wikipedia. It says, microchip implant human. A surgeon implants British scientist Dr. Mark Gasson in his left hand with a RFID chip. March 16th, 2009. Now, it says a surgeon, right? So let's go back. So it had to be surgically implanted. So let's look at this word mark, right? A stamp, imprint, mark, right? A scratch or etching, stamp. So a scratch. So basically like an incision, right? Thing carved, sculptured, graven work, right? So this could be a carving, a mark, an incision, a scratch or etching, a stamp, badge, servitude, or you know what I'm saying. So basically, that mark is an incision, right? And with that scripture, with this article right here, it says that a surgeon implants British scientist Dr. Mark Gesson. So he had to have it surgically implanted. So that lines up with that foreign mark right there. All right. A human microchip implant is an identifying interrogant circuit device or RFID chip transponder encased in silicate glass and implanted in the body of a human being, a subdermal implant typically contains a unique ID number that can be linked to information contained in an external database, such as a personal identification, medical history, medical medications, allergies, and contact information. Alright? The first reported experiment with an RFID implant were carried out in 1998 by British scientist Kevin Warwick. His implant was used to open doors, switch on lights, and cause verbal output within a building. After 9 days, the implant was removed and has since been held in the Science Museum in London. Right? And on March 16, 2009, scientist Mark Gesson had an advanced glass capsule RFID device surgically implanted into his left hand in April 2010. Gesson's team demonstrated how a computer virus could wirelessly infect his implant and then be transmitted onto other systems. Gesson reasoned that with the implant technologies, the separation between man and machine can become theoretical because the technology can be perceived by the human as being part of their body. Because of this development in our understanding of what constitutes our body and its boundaries, he became credited as being the first human infected by a computer virus. He has no plans to remove his implant. So this sick dude is, even though this shit has a virus in it and it goes around infecting other things, he does not want to have this removed, man. That's Esau all day. It shows you how wicked they is, man. Alright? Several hobbyists have replaced RFID micro implants into their hands and had them inserted by others. Amal Grafstra, author of the book RFID Toys, asked doctors to place implants in his hands in March 2005. A cosmic surgeon used a scalpel to place a microchip in the left hand. See that word scalpel? That's the mark. That's the incision. Charagma. Alright? To place a microchip in his left hand, and his family doctor injected a chip into the right hand using a veterinary Rfid injector kit. So these, because they already started, they've already been microchipping animals. So now these people are using the same veterinary tools that they inject animals with these chips to do it within themselves, man. And for all these people that think the Bitcoin is going to be the next form of currency, all right. Let's go down further. Margine Mishwinder, whatever, Dutch marketing manager for Bitcoin ATM manufacturer General Bytes, replaced RFID chips and placed RFID chips in both of his hands to store his Bitcoin private keys and business card. Patrick Lannon sent a bio payment of €1 worth of Bitcoins using a chip embedded in his hands. So he made a bio payment with the chip that's embedded in his hand. That's the founder of the Bitcoin. So if the Bitcoin was going to be the next form of currency, right? Or maybe it could be, but it's going to be utilized through the RFID chip. But it's going to be flat out the RFID chip, the form of currency, man. Let me go to another. Alright. It says human microchipping. An unbiased look at the pros and cons. Right? Because Esau try to find pros in any goddamn thing, man. They consider molestation, like pedophilia, a sexual preference now. So they'll try to find cons in anything. I mean, pros in anything, man. All right. NBC is one of many that have recently predicted as soon as 2017 we will see all of American citizens beginning to be tagged with microchips embedded under their skin, effectively using technology to answer the question, am I who I say I am? RFID microchips embedded under the skin with the procedure that already chipped and available provide a digital interface to the real world centered about the holder's identity, your ID, credit card information, bus pass, library card, and many other sources of information you currently carry in your purse. Wallet can instead be stored on an RFID chip under your skin. So all your credit cards, your license, driver license, your IDs, everything will be stored into this, your bank account information, all that. So you will be buying and selling with this chip. All right. Full of disclosure, I am excited for our microchip future. However, I have done my best to outline the advantages and disadvantages, both short and long term, below. Realistic short-term benefits. Our passports already have microchips, and airports, train stations, and bus stations transitioning from scanning your passport to scanning your arm would be a minimal infrastructure change. Same goes for your driver's license and ID. All police needs is a chip scanner, and you can ditch your wallet completely, assuming you've already replaced your credit debit cards with NFC. So that's the chip that's on your cards, right? Instead of using that the swiper, you just stick your card in there and it reads the chip, right? All right, let's go to these. Wait, hold on. There's another so-called advantage. All right, look at this shit. Memberships. Baja Beach Club was the first club to offer microchipping to VIP clients. Benefits include easy access to membership features, no more carrying around a key card, plus ATM components let you track and maintain food and booze tabs. Also, convenient for workplace to control who can be where and when. See, that's like they're trying to totally control everything, man. So and when with the article I read earlier, man, this devil actually has a computer virus within his body and is becoming a part of his natural system, right? So there's faulty things within this chip, man. So it's like, you know what I'm saying? Esau's, man, Esau is the devil, man. Esau is the devil, man. All right, let's go to, all right, bodily migrations. These are some of the cons. If proper care is not taken of implanted chips, they are capable of migrating within the body. This will be less of an issue if the chips were ubiquitous, since they could just be looked for. But until then, it's entirely possible that they could be completely overlooked in medical emergencies, for example, if not found in usual locations. All right, well, so basically, this devil is trying to implant a chip in everybody that can control their everyday life, to see where you're going at all times. You know what I'm saying? That's how they're going to track everybody through the grid. Once they hit you with that RFID chip and line you up to the grid, that's when they can track everybody. Okay, so what happens if there's a terrorist attack or Russia attack or anybody, North Korea, and they do an EMT and cut off all our systems? Everything will be lost, and which could possibly cause these chips to malfunction within the human body. So that would be another form of warfare. Why don't we attack the grid that these RFID chips are on, and do put some type of virus in it and fuck all these people up? Man, this shit is of the devil, man. Let me go to, I got a couple more articles on this. Alright, so basically, man, all these articles are lining up with the scriptures with the buying and selling, man. You know? Alright? Enslaving the human race with microchip technology. Alright? For years, it has been a law in Toronto, Ontario, that all house pets have to be microchipped so the owners could be located in case the pets strayed away. Then in the province of Quebec, a law was passed requiring all farm animals to be microchipped if you wish to sell them on the market. Boom. Buy or sell. Now the animal has to have the chip in order for you to sell this animal on the common trade market for food, right? So what's the next step? That the owner of these animals must be microchipped also in order to sell. So these things are lining up exactly with the scriptures. Show me what the scriptures where Christianity can line up with buying and selling. I mean, come on, man. This is self-explanatory. All right. This was to know the pedigree and to keep track of every animal from birth until it was slaughtered. The smart card has been in existence for several years. It is the size of a regular credit card, except it contains a microchip the size of a grain of rice. It is a card of convenience. For you can put your bank account in this microchip and buy and sell with it all leisure. But of course, if you lose the card, you will lose the bank account that it contains. But it was after the attacks of 9/11 that microchip technology really became developed to be used in all sorts of ways. The finger image machine, man, they try to bring one of these at my job, man. My old job, I don't work there no more. In May of 2002, it was reported in Houston, Texas, that Kroger stores customers were getting their groceries without cash, check, or credit card, but were using a new machine called Secure Touch and Pay. It is a finger image machine, officially known as a biometric electronic financial transaction processing system. The fingertip is scanned, and the purchases are automatically charged to their accounts. All right. So this is all these different things that are leading up to the RFID chip, man. All these different things are leading up to the RFID chip. All right. New ID cards. So, let me see. Let me see. Okay, let's start RFID tag. RFID tags. There is also a new tracking technology that will be used to tag every product in the world. Every product in the world. Do you know the people are products to the elite? The people are commodities. The people are products. They buy and sell people on the trade market. That's why we have birth certificates and social security cards. All right. The generic name for this technology is RFID, which stands for Radio Frequency Identification Chips or Device. All right. RFID tags were at first shrunk to the size of a grain of sand. On February 14, 2007, Hitachi introduced the world's smallest and thinnest RFID chip, which measured just 0.05 by 0.05 millimeters. The previous record holder, the Hitachi Mu chip, is just 0.4 by 0.4 millimeters. Take a look. On the opposite picture, at the size of the MU RFID tag on a human finger, yes, it is the tiny black spot. Where is that? Oh, right there. Damn. Damn. So that's it right there. That's how small that junk is. All right. More microchipping of humans. Now it was reported in the January 9th, 2007 issue of the Canadian in an article by Lucien Desjardins, whatever, that doctors in the United States and Europe are secretly moving to have the microchip implanted in newborns. It was revealed by a Dr. Keitel that then Prime Minister Olof Palme of Sweden had already given permission back in 1973 to implant prisoners, and data inspections ex-Director General Jean Fries revealed the nursing home patients were implanted in the mid-1980s. One bad thing about having a microchip implanted in oneself is the fact that you could then be followed anywhere in the world. According to Dr. Kittle, today's microchip operates by means of low-frequency radio waves that target them. With the help of satellites, the implanted person can be tracked anywhere on the globe. According to Dr. Kittle, brain functions can also be remotely monitored by supercomputers, even altered through the changing of frequencies. Wow. So you can monitor, meaning that they can basically just know what type of mood you're in and know what the fuck you thinking, man. The global plan. A few months back, Hollywood director and documentary filmmaker Aaron Russell stated on a radio interview that he was approached by Nick Rockefeller and asked to join the Council of Foreign Relations. Russell refused, but he asked Rockefeller, what's the point of all this? You have all the money in the world you need. You have all the power you need. So what's the point? What's the end goal? Rockefeller replied, paraphrasing, the end goal is to get everybody chipped, to control the whole society, to have the bankers and the elite people control the world. And that's pretty much sums it up for the mark of the beast, man. That's it right there, man. That's it right there, man. There's another article talking about workers being implanted, but that in a nutshell, man, that's it, man. That's it. So what they're trying to do, they're trying to implant this to control the whole world, man. They're trying to play the hands of the Most High, man. And then Yahweh Shem Yahushua is going to destroy this devil for trying to rise himself up as being the image of God, man. So with this same bullshit that they put together, man, that's what they're going to be destroyed with. And I'm going to end it at that. With that being said, I want to give all glory and praise to Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua. Double honors to the apostles of GMS, and salutations to the Akim and Akwa, to Akim that are spread around the four corners of the earth, that are teaching this truth and sincerity in truth, and a double shalom to the sincere Akwa out there that support the men that are pushing this truth, and that support and push the name and believe in the name of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua. Shalom.